Hey guys, and Fan97203 here with part 2 of Tour of CarExpert's World. I believe they've called him Aaron, but you don't know his last name, so ha ha ha. Last time we toured the mansion over there that I'm punching at. We will eventually get to that district right there. CarExpert, yeah, he says it's under construction, it's not ready yet. So we're not gonna go over there yet. We're going to start making our way that way, and once we're done with all that, we'll probably stop back here and stop at anything that we didn't get, and then eventually at some point in time we might drop in again and say, here's what he's changed, here's what's happened since you guys last saw it. You know, we might eventually do that. But yeah, so let's start out with this airport here. You can see an airplane over there. You can see like roadways and train tracks and stuff all throughout this world. Not going to focus on those because those don't matter. Alright, so CarExpert says his friend built this when, I'm guessing when he came over to your house, who doesn't have Minecraft, and this is a very old building. This is before Clay was in the console edition. Alright, so before I start running around too much, go ahead and show me anything specific that you want to show me. Obviously, we can see tables and chairs and such. I'm guessing in here is where you get your tickets. Nice laptops. Alright, so that's the board where it showed you all the different flights. There's nothing on it at the time, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so we go up this hatch, walk over here to the control tower, it looks like. Alright, so these are the controls. Each ore represents a panel with a bunch of buttons on it. The colors are the buttons, the gray is the panel. I don't understand what's going on with the nether quartz, but yeah, it's a thought that counts. So if we jump over that, we can see some nice ventilation stuff. That's pretty cool. This would most likely be some climate control systems in here. Very cool. I have not added much of that to my city. It will be in there eventually, I promise. Let's take a look at what's in here. There's a nice hangar.
Yeah, but I can't, because it's closed.
Yeah, this hangar is really just for show. Honestly, I would say it's for like a private plane, because really it would make sense for a private plane to have a hangar here. You know, a lot of airports have people who own private planes pay money to, you know, have a hangar for their own and keep their plane there. So that's what I'm guessing is going on. Now let's figure out how to get into the plane itself, which, let me say, this plane is a lot more colorful than mine are. This is really good looking. I love this plane compared to a lot of mine. You guys have probably seen what my plane is so far. It's not the greatest. Alright, so he's saying it's unfinished, and, you know, there's not really much room for the captain of the plane. Honestly, I don't feel like that's a big deal, because, I mean, the fact that you're able to build a plane close to scale in Minecraft at all is good enough, you know, because no one's really going to go inside of it, so it's not a big deal.
This is also for checking off who you have.
Alright, so he says everything about the airport here was all his friend's work. He will not take credit for it. It's always the right thing to do, just like in my world. I have signs saying some stuff has been built by me. At some point I might point out what that stuff is if I haven't already. And he has tweaked it some, but not much, so it is mainly his friend's work. I don't know who the friend is, he hasn't told me. And honestly, he doesn't really need to tell me, because the friend most likely will not show up in any of my videos, so you guys won't know him. Because again, he doesn't have Minecraft, most likely doesn't even have an Xbox account, which is of course what we're playing on the 360. Eventually, we might start playing on Xbox One, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Right now, we're sticking with 360. This was made by me, wasn't it? No, but where's the one that I built? No, because didn't I build one? I could have sworn I built an airplane in this world. I know I did, and I know it was near your hotel. Yeah, this is it, because there was the submarine right there, and it was when Andrew Saravak started messing with the submarine and whatnot. Remember? Oh, yeah, there's... Okay, so we'll say it's a community project, because I do remember working on it. I may not have started it, though. But I do remember working on it. Now that I think about it, yeah, I remember Bit worked on it some. I think Andrew started doing some stuff with it. He says Will did something with it. I mean, all sorts of people worked on this thing. So, yeah, I remember working on this some, because I'm the one that placed the torches and the chairs, at least, if nothing else. And I remember Bit did the things over the windows, which I thought was a great design. Oh, did you? I don't remember who did what. No, Bit did the engines. I don't know.
I'm a guy. I'm a girl.
Yeah, so this was a group project kind of thing that we all just kind of pitched in, whether or not it was intended to be that way. Alright, well, So, yeah, so the plane ended up being built before we actually had the airport, so that's kind of funny. I'll be back in just a second, gotta adjust some settings. Okay, so now we're back. What are we gonna do next? We have plenty of time. We have plenty of time left in the video. So now that we've got the airport and everything done, let's move on to this factory here. What is this thing sticking out of the front?
Mommy, I want some more noodles.
Okay.
Alright, so he says it's a boom crane, uses it for train engines, he says. I'm not sure how that works considering there's no tracks here, but okay. He also says it's for unloading and loading trucks, and there's stilts built into the actual factory. So, let's enter the factory itself.
What? What?
Do you want noodles?
Oh.
Alright, so he says there's not much in the factory. It's very dark, so we're going to place down, if you don't mind, real quick, we're going to take some jack-o'-lanterns, place that down, just throughout real quick. Alright, so there's some random jack-o'-lanterns placed. Nope, messed that up. So yeah, we've got the crane that's up there. Nice design of this. So, there is, of course, the ladder down here that you can use to get up here to the crane itself, and there's a door on the side to be able to enter it, and you can't quite fit in. Yeah. You have to imagine that you'd be able to sit there and use the crane. Obviously, you can't actually, but that's the point. Alright, so here's the smokestack for the crane itself. You can open up the hatch there, for ventilation, of course, because you don't want the whole place to get all clogged up. Now, there isn't much in here that looks to be being made, but if you look over there, you have a really nice chimney. And if you look down here, looks like we can see the chimney burning on the bottom. Again, I'm not sure what they're building here. So he says this is going to be a match factory. So he says it's going to be a match factory. I'm not sure why you would need a chimney for that, but okay. I don't really know much about how match factories work, so maybe they do need a chimney. Okay, so this is the factory crane used to pick up and drop things. Give me a second. Alright, so we're back. Siblings are still complaining. So, what are we going to take a look at next? Alright, so as we can see, this roof, I really like how this is done. This is really cool. So it's kind of like a skylight kind of design. Pretty cool looking. You can see the crane in there, which is pretty cool. Get a good glimpse at the whole inside, how it all looks. Obviously, you know, once he does add stuff onto the inside, it'll look a lot more busy. But right now it looks kind of empty. Here is the chimney from the outside. Very large chimney, larger than the one that I have built. And there's a lot, as you can see, there's fire down there. And of course there's a lot of smoke coming out. Mine does not have nearly this much smoke, but I haven't done much with it. Alright, so he's saying it's based off of a late 1800s style factory. That's pretty cool. I like it. The architecture, it looks really good from the outside. I like the addition of the buttons. Buttons look really good. So that looks pretty cool. Now I want to take a look. I want to take a look at this other building that is very similar, if not the exact same style of architecture. A very small chimney. What is this? And where do I enter? Okay. Let me just break through the windows here real quick to get inside. Looks like... Well, now I feel kind of guilty. Apparently there's doors. Didn't know that. So there's some stairs that lead upstairs. Okay. So there's some stairs that go upstairs. This is the storage place. So they would have all their stuff stored here from the factory before they ship it out. And, okay, so up here is kind of more offices and such for the factory, and then downstairs is where they keep their storage. I find it kind of interesting that you decided to use two different buildings for this, as most factories will only use one large building for this. Okay, you already fixed the windows. But, I mean, it's interesting. And you have some sort of melting pot out here. Trash can. Okay. So I guess there's an incinerator in here for some reason. Alright. Next place. The post office I built. I started this at least. Okay, bottom floor is the original part. That's the part I built along with the post office van here. The top floor was added on later that I honestly didn't even know existed, because I hadn't seen this thing in a long time. I had just kind of assumed it was gone, and then forgot about it, and then just didn't really care. But the fact that it's still here is really cool. Apparently this is a pig. Yes, I did do this carpet. I'm very proud of that color. The color scheme. So, in here, of course, you have what would be your storage for letters and your different boxes, where you can say, I want a box where you can put all my packages and I can come get them. Up here is your desk, where they would give you stamps. You know, you could give them letters to send out. You could pick up letters, whatever. Now, I wonder how to get to the top floor, because again, the bottom floor was here originally. I built that. The top floor I didn't even know existed. To be fair, I didn't know this still existed, but I don't know how to get to this top floor. Because now, oh, I see. Okay, so you got side stair steps. Stair steps. Okay, so this is an apartment where someone can live above the post office, which is kind of cool. You know, pretty realistic to have apartments above your, you know, businesses that don't take up too much room. Okay, so he says he has plenty of complete apartments, just this one itself is not done. It's one of the few that isn't. And I'm just still astonished that it looks really cool. I like how it looks. It looks really cool. I'm just astonished that the post office itself is still here. I really thought that would be gone. As you can see, there's some roads here. Not everywhere has roads yet, because again, it's a work in progress. Okay, so here we have a storefront. It's not done yet. Well, it's done, but no one yet has actually purchased this and used it for a store. Get your interesting stealing. Like the ceiling. It's pretty cool. And up here we have an apartment for rent. This one looks to be done. Yeah, so this one is done. Got some books up here. Bathroom. Here you have the kitchen, and I'm guessing bedroom? Yes, bedroom. And then I like how if we go back to the outside, you can see you've got some flower pots attached to the outside. That's really cool. I really like that addition. Alright, so he's saying kind of some of these buildings here are just here for architecture, not so much for having buildings. Now, I'm kind of curious, what is this? What is this little area here? Pizza parlor. Alright. Makes sense with the color.
It's like the only thing.
I like the pizza oven, and it looks like you're, of course, going to have some ventilation there. This is where you would actually come in to get the pizza and to eat. And then you have, this is probably the entrance itself. The thing that I think is nice, just going to step on the flowers, is you have a little area here in the back, which is accessible by the diner or by the kitchen. Alright, so here's your little garage where they can put their scooters for delivery.
Man.
I like it, I like it. Alright, so they have a roofed up garden, which is nice. Here is where the ventilation would come out. There's just the roof of the garage. And then, of course, out here we have a nice little area where you can eat outside during some of the nicer seasons, which is pretty cool. I think we'll check out this one last building right here. This, whatever it is. Okay, so check out this, and then I think we'll end up ending the video there. So he says this is an Amsterdam-style building, turn of the century, and it is a restaurant. So this is where, you know, somebody would stand and say, "Hey, welcome. Give us a minute. I'll get you a table soon." And then once the table is ready, they take you to your table. I don't actually know what that job is called. A greeter. There we go. And then back here looks to be your kitchen. Come up there. Alright, so this is one of the earlier things he's built, and he says he's added to it later on. Here's a stairwell on the outside to go up to most likely apartments. Looks like apartments. Alright, so he says this is a pretty good apartment. And I gotta agree with him, it's pretty cool. Plenty of storage. Bathroom in there. Pretty large-sized bathroom compared to. I mean, this is bigger than some of your bathrooms in your house, or at least close in size comparison. I'd say that they're bigger, but. All right, so this is just kind of empty rooms that the apartment owner or the apartment renter, I guess, could use for whatever they would like. Most likely storage. You know, maybe they could put some guest bedrooms up there. So pretty cool. Cool. And I think that'll be about it for this video. Yeah, comment down below what you guys think about the city so far, or if you have any suggestions for him, anything you want to say about it. Yeah, so that's all for now. I'll see you guys later.
Tell me.